But that just sucks, like how the internet does ruin a lot of things.
Yeah. I know that's what I was just thinking about that, like social media in general, like not just ruining things like Star Wars or whatever
relationships.
No, but in a sense, like social media has replaced social life.
Yeah.
Like there's no social life anymore. Everyone's out on their phones, whether it be Instagramming, Facebooking, Twittering.
Like when you think about it, I never poke you anymore.
It used to happen. No.
It's like, yeah, I want to go hang out with my friends, but first, let me take a selfie. It's like stupid shit like that.
I'm just wondering what your guys' whole position on the whole thing is. Like, I guess I kind of understand, like, you're Instagramming, like, oh, this food looks good. I want to show my friends that this food looks good. I'm going to take a picture of this food. Let me post it on my Instagram.
And then 20 minutes later, your food is fucking cold.
Yeah, I just want to know your guys' point of view on that. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like it is ruining his social life? Is it increasing his social life? Because you do get out there more. Like Fran, obviously, he uses social media as marketing for himself. Like from that standpoint, it's great for people. But for people who already have hard time building relationships with people face to face, like now it makes it easier for them not to build relationships.
Yeah,
it's kind of socially depressing when you think about it. Yeah. A lot of people will actually look like, damn, this nigga's going to Paris. I can't go to Paris, and then you feel like they're having such a better life than me. It kind of gets you down sometimes. Certain people, not me.
Yeah.
But, studies actually did show that does happen, which is a thing.
Yeah, for me, I used to Twitter. I don't anymore. I never Instagrammed. The only thing I use Facebook for now is like a group chat that we just chop it up and basically. But other than that, I don't use really social media except for Snapchat. I'm addicted to that shit.
Snapchat's great.
Yeah.
I know for me, it took me a while to jump onto the whole Facebook thing. Back when MySpace was still popping, I was like, I have my one social media and I'm good.
You got your top 8, you were fine.
Yeah, I got my top 8. I don't need to poke nobody. Right? But after that, it was kind of like a snowball effect of just all these social medias started popping and everything like that. This was around the time I started the YouTube channel, so I used these things as a way to promote the videos and this and that. But I mean, for me, Snapchat is basically, I use it for my core group of friends. Like, in that respect, I still like, using social media for that. Otherwise, it's just kind of more marketing for me.
For me, we talked about taking pictures of food and stuff like that. I actually like doing that. I'm a big ass eater. I love food.
Really?
No, I don't eat ass.
Wow.
But I am a big eater. I love taking pictures of food. I just love doing that in general. So that's the one thing I talk shit about. But at the same time, I do like doing it.
If you didn't see last week's episode, check it out. We talked about Doritos.
See, I talk about food a lot. I'm a fat nigga with nappy hair. But yeah, other than that, like if you're going out with a group of friends and you're constantly on your phone, constantly texting, and instead of like, this is what bugs me the most, what drives me insane, is when you're like with your friends and then one of your friends texts you some shit that they could have just told you and they're like sitting right here. It's like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, why would anyone do that?
Like, I mean, I do that sometimes too. So I'm a hypocrite, but I hate that shit when it gets done to me. But anyways, I think that if you use social media conservatively, there we go.
As a Republican or a Democrat?
It is okay, but if you're gonna be on it all the time,
if you're a cunt,
if you're gonna be on it all the time, there's just a point where you need to stop. Darius actually introduced us to this game where we go out to the place to eat or whatever.
Royal Red Robin's,
one of my favorite burger joints. It's nothing special, but it's just tight. But you put your phones in the middle of the table. I'm sure all you guys heard about that. First one to touch it has to pay the bill. We played that once or twice, and it was cool. Like, none of us touched our phones. We talked to our friends. It kind of forces you to talk to each other.
No one had to pay the bill. It was great.
Exactly.
Just walked on out.
We just dined and dashed. Really.
No, I mean, like that game, I've played it several times with my friends. It's great because it forces you to talk to each other. And it's sad that today,
you have to
like
force someone.
you have to force your friends to talk to you,
Yeah.
It blows my mind. From the standpoint of your pictures of food, I don't need to see 15 pictures of fucking cheeseburgers, man.
I mean,
I don't need to see a cheeseburger. I don't need to see a cheeseburger every week.
I love seeing 15 pictures.
If you're sending me pictures of Mickey Mouse pancakes, that's kind of cool because Mickey Mouse is Disney and Disney's tight. But
over cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I've seen cheeseburgers a million times, man. Mickey Mouse
I
pancakes.
think what he's trying to put is, if it's special, yeah, sure, take a picture of it. If it's a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger, leave that shit to yourself.
That's true.
That's what it sounds like.
Leave your shit to yourself.
Do not shit in the toilet.
There you go. Well, you should.
You're probably But you know, there's actually a point in time where I deleted Facebook, Twitter, Instagram off my phone just to see what my life would be like without it. And then I would go to parties. I'd be like, Twitter, like, oh my god, this bitch is stupid. Like, I just talk shit when I could be talking to my friends.
Yeah.
So I try to like minimize as much as I could, but then I just put it back on my phone. And then I put them in a separate folder. Hopefully I don't go there, but I go there all the goddamn time.
Yeah, no, like social media is great. Like it's putting me in contact with people I haven't talked to in years. Like I understand for friends reasoning, it's
connected
great
with people across the
you
U.S. that I would have never met.
No chance. There's companies that have just their social media marketing is on point, so they're all over the world. But from a standpoint of killing your social life, I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
that's all I'm trying to say. And I was just wondering your guys' opinions about it.
And it also kind of interferes with real life because they actually made laws like you can't be on your phone while you're driving now. Like that became a real thing.
That's true.
Speaking of that law, I was at the In-N-Out drive-thru and I was on Instagram, right?
Straight flexing?
Straight flexing. And so as I'm paying, I'm not really thinking much. I'm just scrolling through my Instagram and whatnot. And the guy at the window, as he's handing me my change back, he's like, "Damn, Instagram got you hooked, huh?" I'm like,
nosy motherfucker.
Okay, bye.
Why are you looking at my damn phone and shit?
So that was
Get my cheeseburger
real
so
life
take a picture of
experience
it.
that happened. So yeah.
As far as that concerned, like I think it's kind of funny how you can't be on your phone to look at the maps to get around, but you can technically, legally look at an actual map with both hands.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
And you can't get pulled over for that shit.
That's completely fine.
That's safe though. That's not electronic.
Exactly. As long as it's not electronic, you can do it.
If it's paper, they waiver. There you go.
Paper they waiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
That was the quote of my life right now.
You must have had a bad life.
Well,